About 2 years ago, I had my firstborn, my baby boy, Vincent Michael Wassmer. A month and a half into his life, he passed away from sudden infant death syndrome. The doctors and the mortician said that there was no cause of death. It just something in his body didn't line up. I woke up one morning from my alarm for work, and he had passed away in my sleep. It's one of those things that you really don't ever think about when, you've got a kid and it's like, I don't sleep ever, and you're always constantly catering to what they need and trying to take care of them as best you can and be a good parent, and you never assume that one day you wake up and they're gone and there's nothing you could do. My wife and I were stationed in Germany at the time, and we called the German emergency line, and they took approximately 45 minutes to get to our home, and the entire time I was performing CPR. My baby boy, all my hopes and aspirations and dreams placed on that one young life that will never come to fruition. It's hard. For a long time, I blame myself because maybe I did something wrong for a long time, because you have to almost explain to yourself and to your wife and to your other kids that there's sometimes literally nothing you can do. There's situations where you don't have options. You don't have a figure of blame, and for some people that may be reassuring, but for me it was more painful to understand that my boy is not with me right now for no reason. There's no explainable thing that caused this. There's nothing to blame. There's nothing to hate for this. For months on end, I was on medication that put me to sleep, that tranquilized me basically, to where I wouldn't wake up in the middle of the night adrenaline pumping and scared and checking on everybody. Even now, I don't sleep the way I should. I don't feel the way I should. I don't feel secure in my own home, knowing that my family could literally be taken from me by any reason. So it's something you deal with, and death is always that way. But the residual effects of him passing for nothing, for no reason other than biological functions, makes it hugely difficult to accept that my family's okay. We're all going to be okay, and that's a reassurance that some people have the luxury of. Some people have the luxury of feeling like their family is going to be okay. I don't have that anymore. Being a young parent is hugely difficult, but this one single event has made me a better parent than I could have ever hoped to be, just due to precautionary measures. Honestly, my eldest and my youngest have both benefited from extra attention. Every waking second of our lives is now completely focused on what if they're not there tomorrow. You never think about that when you take it for granted. When you take for granted people's lives, people being there the next day, people always going to be around. Yeah, that doesn't happen. That's not the real world. There are things that we can't explain, or we can explain, or they're just tragic events, and everybody who's experienced what I've experienced and also loss on a different level definitely understand that, you know, we're living for the moment, we're living for today. Treat everybody the way that you would treat them as if you held them in your arms at the end of their lifetime. Treat everybody that you meet as if that will be the last time anybody sees them.